What? Wait, I don't think they're ready for this.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking nice, we don't need to tell them
Here
twice.
comes the future.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking real nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Hello, I'm Neve Owens. Welcome to round 6 of the Liberty A-League Women's Highlights Show. We have 4 pulsating games to show you this weekend, and we start in Canberra. The former 2-time champions try to kickstart their season against Adelaide United. Your commentators are Teo Palizzeri and Grace Gill.
Were you the type to wear sunscreen while playing, Grace, or would you just roll the dice on getting burnt on a day like today?
Oh, look, I think you have to wear sunscreen on a day like today. It's just searing out there.
Kev, ball bounced over her head. It's going to be through for Wirtz. She wants her right side Wirtz and then cuts back again, a little bit indecisive. Condon, the pressure's still on. Hayward, volley, goal! Adelaide strike first, and it's a super strike at that. And they take the lead in Canberra.
This one, Wirtz has been so dangerous to start with, and she's just sent Lauren Keir back and forth, and defensively that Canberra are unable to get that one out of that traffic, and it looks like Paige Hayward has been able to put that one away.
Dylan Holmes, the
Dylan
scorer,
Holmes.
ghosting into the box. Holmes. Just no one followed her, and a really good volley. Washington, Heyman turning, and now Margot Rabin. Good save. Grove comes up with the parry, and Rabin is denied her first goal in the A-League Women's.
We might get another look at that shot, but you think that's got to be a sure thing for Canberra United there. Rabin just found herself in a good amount of space, and that shot is a pretty simple save for a goalkeeper at a really comfortable height.
And now through the right, Heyman off the woodwork. It sits up. McNamara misses the clearance. They're not out of danger yet. It's hands on heads on the Canberra bench and in the crowd. Michelle Heyman misses out, and now Adelaide can slingshot end to end. Dorber. She plays Wirtz. It's Wirtz bearing down on goal on the tight angle, and Richards makes a good save. End to end stuff.
Wow, well, that defensive effort there from Margot Rabin to track her player the whole way back. But we get another look at this opportunity for Canberra at the top there. It's just a crucial slip from Washington. And Michelle Heyman, she just can't buy a goal at the moment. That's so unfortunate for her that one's hit the woodwork.
And the through ball is going to find Dorber, and the flag's going to stay down. It's Dorber one-on-one. It's Chelsea Dorber continuing her scoring hot streak. This is the form striker in A-League Women's at the moment. Chelsea Dorber scores again, and Adelaide lead 2-0.
Keely Richards has come out to try and make herself as big as possible, and she's gotten a hand to it, but it hasn't been enough, and that's as simple as anything for Dorber.
What about the pass from Wirtz? It made the Canberra defence disappear. All of a sudden, Ilioski, the worst birthday present of all time, is chasing Chelsea Dorber at a 5-metre disadvantage. They vanished into thin air on that one.
It was a beautiful pass through and a really effective one.
And 6 minutes of additional time is enough. A first half that belonged to Adelaide, but not without Canberra having their chances. There was a save, they hit the woodwork, and the Canberra bench actually go over to the fourth official and say, you've ripped us off a couple of minutes there, so that's at least a good sign that they want to find a way back into this game. Half-time at Viking Park, Canberra United 0, Adelaide United 2. At least on the scoreboard, maybe not in general play, because Canberra will probe forward again here. Rabin left it for Toby, clever, high ball, Sykes rises to the header! Oh, it's in! Is it? It's gone over the line, it's found the way in! And the catalyst, Ash Sykes, it's her first goal in A-League Women's since January 2018, and it is a cause for celebration.
But an early ball from Alira Toby here is just beautiful. She's found a nice combination there with Margot Rabin, but for Alira Toby to see Ash Sykes isolated against a defender back there, she's just managed to get her head on a really lobby ball there into the 6-yard box.
Grace Marr. Alira Toby. Toby, does she go herself here? Toby, slipped at the key moment just as she went for the change of direction, and Sharples was able to tackle the ball away, but Canberra aren't done. And the drinks break hasn't seemed to break their momentum as Heyman misses. And that should have been 2-2. The all-time leading scorer in A-League Women's. 99 times out of 100, those hit the back of the net.
Well, this cross in from Carly Rossbacken is just sublime. It's beautifully placed there, and it's lifted over the defensive line of McNamara, and Michelle Heyman has arrived perfectly on that. The only thing she's not executed is getting that one on target, and she'll be bitterly disappointed.
Washington finds Heyman. And then a slide challenge came in to stop her progress from Hodgson, but Sykes follows up, blocked straight off the boot. McNamara this time. Aliratobi out to Rossback, and they're lining up in the penalty area. Past Rabin, Heyman retrieves the ball, spinning on the left. Heyman lifts it over the bar.
Well, she'll have a good 15 minutes or so to try and settle herself in and come in with fresh legs, and we see here already finding herself in good space between the lines.
It's a good pass too. Wirtz on the left. Wirtz! Adelaide get the goal against the run. Fiona Wirtz. It's 3-1, and the visitors. Will that break Canberra's comeback? This is an Adelaide team with character and resilience that we've never seen in A-League Women's before. They have a 2-goal buffer once again.
Well, what an instant impact from the substitute there for Adelaide United, and again just finding herself in a lovely bit of space between the Canberra United lines.
There it is! Maybe at long last, this is the Adelaide United team that will play finals. They win 3-1, and what a performance. All over at Viking Park. Canberra United 1, Adelaide United 3.
A fantastic win for the Reds. Could this finally be the season they make the finals? Sydney FC were hoping to build on their 5-0 demolition of Wellington Phoenix as they took on Western Australia's Perth Glory at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium.
Sydney FC looking to knock the door down. What can Alex Epakis' defensive unit come up with here? They shipped 4 against Adelaide, but good solid effort. Here's a great ball into the middle, and Vine just tries to stretch out. She can't quite get a boot on it. And it goes over for a goal kick, but a shot across the bow early for Sydney FC. Here they come again, Sydney FC. Up over halfway through Rule. Once again, linking up with Vine. She's got Carroll standing her up, but she finds Seamson. Good little turn from Seamson as well onto the right foot. It's parried away from Newbon, but only as far as Mackenzie Hawkesby. And guess who has got her 5th goal of the campaign? A hat-trick last week and another one for Sydney FC this afternoon for Mackenzie Hawkesby after Newbon could do nothing but parry it into a path. And she's on the spot to put Sydney up 1-0.
As we have another look at the Harvey Norman replay, it's a classic Sydney FC build-up. A great little ball off over the top from Courtney Vine.
Matilda's squad member now, heading off to the Asian Cup. It starts on 21st of January. Here they come again through Vine. She's one-on-one with Newbon, and it's a beautiful finish into the bottom left-hand corner from Courtney Vine. Sydney FC lead 2-0, and Courtney Vine, who's in almost as good a goal-scoring form as her teammate Mackenzie Hawkesby. That's her 4th of the campaign, and Sydney at 2-0 to the good. Check out and start again. I think that ball up the touchline just stays in really well to keep that in, Courtney Vine. I thought that was over the touchline. Oh, and it's a wonderful finish from Remy Seamson. Outstanding work up the right-hand touchline to keep that ball in, Courtney Vine. I thought it was going to trickle over for a throw-in. She works so hard to keep it in, and then it's a beautiful ball in the middle for Remy Seamson. And what a tuck home that is past Newbon to make it 3-0. Here's Seamson again with another strike, and just goes wide of that right-hand upright. It might got a touch off a Perth player. It did. It'll be a Sydney FC corner. Now Abini can get it to Hawkesby, who breaks for Green going down the left-hand touchline. Seamson gets into the area. Fonsencam tries to get in front. It ends up with Seamson, who can turn and shoot. And Newbon carries over the bar. But once again, a really great touch, turn and shot from Simpson. Only Green on that occasion. Then he takes on Rigby, finds Vine, and Hawkesby on the penalty spot. Can't get the connection that she would have hoped for. What a half that would have been if she finished with a double. But it is, as it stands, Sydney FC 3, leading Perth Glory 0. Seventh corner for Sydney FC. Took them a while to get there first, but they've come up now. Another good ball in from Hawkesby. It's right on the head of the player that we were just talking about, Charlie Rule. We thought she'd have to do more work in defence. Well, she may have to, but she'll have a goal to go with it. Charlie Rule with a headed goal. It's a second of the season. Newbond can only watch it into the back of the net. And another great corner from Hawkesby. But now here's Lisa Devanna trying to get involved. She puts Gemma Crane away. Sakalis is coming for it. Crane's one-on-one with Pryor. Turns inside out. Now Devanna on the edge of the area. She turns onto her right foot. Back onto her left. Two Sydney players, including Hawkesby on her. And now a shot from long range over the bar by Fonsenkamp. And Sydney FC will see that attacking raid safely for a goal kick. Make most of it. Left-hand side is Green. Looping ball again. Oh, the shot cross almost has Newbond beaten, but it bounces off the top of the crossbar. Those ones are horrible for goalkeepers. I'm not sure whether Green was aiming, but she would have taken the credit if it ended up nestled in the back of the net. Newbond would have been beaten. Well, here's a chance for Sydney FC now, one-on-one with the keeper virtually. But from the penalty spot, all they could do was put it straight into the hands of Courtney Newbond. Hunter wins the ball back and Hawkesby ends up with it, finds Rojas. Gets away from the first defender, maybe a hand, there it is. Clearly off the arm. In a New South Wales Premier League Grand Final. Can she come up trumps? Here she does, what a save from Courtney Newbond. Away to the left. She'll try to break. Gets past Rule. Good ball through for Crane. They've got a player on the inside, Janchevsky. And now here's the shot just over the bar. Well, that was really good build-up from Perth Glory. Clearing the danger for the final time. But as I said, that first half an hour, thoroughly impressive. Sydney FC 4, Perth Glory 0.
Another phenomenal win for Sydney FC this week. Join us after the break as we wrap up the rest of round 6 of the Liberty A-League Women's. Welcome back to the Liberty A-League Women's Highlights Show. 2 games on Sunday. Arvo completed the round 6 this week. We start in Queensland as Brisbane Roar hope to take all 3 points from winless Western Sydney Wanderers. Calling the match is Campbell Johnson and Amy Chapman.
Perhaps struggling a little bit so far. It's Catano in space. Lovely ball to Crummer. In an acre. Has to get around to Pastelakis. Does over the top there. And Langman stuck in the middle. Larissa Crummer unable to bury it.
Yeah, the crowd liking these runs from Larissa Crummer, but she's overcooked it again.
Hafton unable to clear. The strike from Crofts goes wide. And the only goal scorer for the Wanderers unable to make it 2 for the campaign.
Have another look on the Harvey Norman replay here. Pretty poor defending from Brisbane Roar, and it falls beautifully for Croft, and she almost got her foot around that one to whip it far post. A really, really solid opportunity for Western Sydney.
Connors in space. Hecker drifting centrally. Connors. Hecker takes the touch. Holds things up. Gorry. Good save by Langman. Drifts not in. Off the post. And there's inches in that. Masterful display from Langman to keep that out and to keep it from becoming 1-0.
That's well kept out there by Langman.
Close.
Made it look very exciting for the Brisbane Roar fans, but certainly didn't cross the line. But good combination play for Brisbane, and then well held up from Marielle Hecker there. Gets the overlapping run from Gorry, who struck well.
This interplay is stellar from the Roar. Hecker cuts around Apostolakis, back inside. Connors straight into the arms of Langman, and that is the best opportunity and the best bit of play from either side this game.
World-class combination play there from Brisbane Roar. Marielle Hecker, Katrina Gorry, excellent. Hecker just ran out of ideas as we head into the sheds at half-time.
Brilliant play from the Brisbane Roar. An action-packed first half here at Moreton Daily Stadium here in round 6 of the Liberty A-League Women's. A sensational game so far. Copus Brown. Delivery headed down. The strike, good save from Georgie Worth. The strike coming in from Sheridan Gallagher. As we have another look on the replay, Briley Henry getting underneath, and a lovely hit there from Gallagher. It's Henry, Collister. That end product not great as Price, the substitute, going around 1, going around 2, brought down by Hecker, and penalty given. Liv Price off the bench, a difference maker, and heartbreak for Marielle Hecker, the Brazilian. As we have another look here on the replay, Olivia Price did well to get around Annie Haffenden. Didn't have the greatest passage there, and Marielle Hecker almost saved by Worth, but Western Sydney Wanderers break the deadlock late at Moreton Daily Stadium, 64th minute. They gain the ascendancy through the spot kick won by Liv Price, given away by Marielle Hecker. Out of play from Habuda, and that is full time as the Western Sydney Wanderers take the win at Moreton Daily Stadium, 1-0.
The final game of the weekend comes from Amy Park. Melbourne City are hoping to take full advantage of a wounded Wellington Phoenix who have conceded 14 goals so far this season. Your commentators for this game are Ben Homer and Grace Gill.
We see McNamara curling it across towards Wilkinson. Kate Taylor with the header, and what a strike that is! Blazing along the turf. It's another special effort from Melbourne City. And in the middle of all that is Holly McNamara.
Well, Holly McNamara again showing her worth, showing her value. It's Caitlin Torpey, I think you'll find there, getting on the end of that one as we have another look on the Harvey Norman replay. It's a good ball out wide for Melbourne City, and just a failed defensive clearance. The header doesn't quite do it, but that strike technically is just beautiful from Caitlin Torpey there to get her head over that ball. That's a beautiful half volley from the Sydney Uni player, Caitlin Torpey. That's a great finish. Well, Brown did particularly well there with 2 or 3 defenders pretty tight on her back, and to get a half crossing on that one is a bit of an opportunity for the Phoenix. It's just that final product, that final pass. Gemma Lewis's, oh, here's one.
And problems for Wellington Phoenix. It's a gift for Hannah Wilkinson, her 8th of the campaign. And right before halftime, that is a hammer blow for Wellington Phoenix.
Well, that is a striker's goal there, a poacher's goal from Hannah Wilkinson. A bit of a wayward back pass from Mackenzie Barry, and after a really lumping long ball from Melissa Barbieri, it was Kate Taylor, I think, apologies, who couldn't get the trajectory on the header back to Lily Alfeld, and really well-timed run there from Hannah Wilkinson to just follow that one up.
What a 3 matches she has had, the Kiwi, striking against the club from her homeland. No sympathy from Wilkinson. 8 in 3. Blissett again looking for Heatley, who is there, and it's scrambled across the line for Winona Heatley. She had the chance moments ago, didn't take it. She doesn't miss the second opportunity and has her second goal in the Liberty A-League.
Well, Winona Heatley, she's made up for that last one. It was a bit of a scrambling attempt to get it in, but again, another lofty ball drifted in from Chelsea Blissett. A little bit tighter defensively there from Ava Pritchard, but a slap on the ground in frustration for Pritchard. She knew she had to do better with that one, and Winona Heatley's just gotten the better of her and gotten that toe in and just been able to nudge that one away for Melbourne City, and that's a really poor time to concede for Wellington.
So Caitlin Williams brings the first 45 minutes to a halt. And Wellington Phoenix, they started with so much promise, but then Caitlin Torpey blazed away from outside the box with a super strike. The former Raw player scored the opener before Hannah Wilkinson pounced and Winona Heatley scored from the corner. It means at half-time, Melbourne City 3, Wellington Phoenix 0. And Brown, her pass is just aimless. Picked out Rebecca Stott. And Stott now sliding in McNamara. Can she get in on the act? McNamara, good save from Lily Alfeld. And that's why she's made the most saves in the Liberty A-League this season. Stott. 1-2 with Policina. Stott off the crossbar. She was that close to a goal against Wellington. The Kiwi international Rebecca Stott. So just confirmation there. Annabelle Martin on for Kramer. Jasnos on for Knott. Corner in. Checker. Too much power on the strike from the Melbourne City captain. And it is 4-0 to the home side. Checker with just her third goal in the A-League Women's in game number 106. And you can see what it means to her.
Well, that's a really powerful finish there from Emma Checker. A good corner into the box, but the Wellington Phoenix just unable to effectively clear in their defensive 6-yard box. And Emma Checker, relatively unmarked, wraps her left boot around that one and punishes that into the back of the net. That's a good finish from Emma Checker.
Jasnos, who's just come out onto the park. One of the Aussies in this Knicks side.
We also see Annabelle Martin, who's come on there for Talitha Kramer, and she's had some limited minutes this campaign, again coming back from an ACL injury and looking to get back into national level football.
McNamara is through, and Alfeld again drawn to make a solid save. And Holly McNamara has been denied on a couple of occasions now. And it's 3 straight wins for Melbourne City. For the first time since the last 3 matches in the previous season. And they are rolling along nicely now, top of the table in their sights.
Before we go, let's take a look at the Liberty A-League women's table. Sydney are still clear on top, but the 2 chasing Melbourne teams have games in hand. At the bottom, Wellington Phoenix still prop up the league, whilst Canberra are searching for their first win of the campaign. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.